I wish everyone on this damn bus would just look at me all at once, so I would only have to give the "don't fucking talk to me" glare one time. Today doesn't seem to be the one for me to conquer. I feel drained. Like my emotional and physical strength have combined into sulfuric acid, and now the only possession on its way home is me. The shell to a drained battery. Shit, the least this bus could do is warm me up, not to mention move faster. This number 2 never rides the speed like it's aiming to be number 1. And normally, while refusing to blend in with the cattle of people living this daily sequel to the previous that is shittily equal, I have some music to bump. But of course, being today, I have a fully charged iPod in my fully accessible pocket and my beloved headphones at home. My mind is warped, sticky with excess problems, dodging an obstacle course, jumping over couch potato elements, pissed off at so many individual crimes that fuck and all of you are the only words I seem to be taking kindly to. This some old bullshit.
Standing at the number 2 bus stop, cold as a deceitful lover waiting for the metro to come. It's already been one of those days where nothing went right, everything went wrong, and honestly, I'm spent. I don't even think I got the bread to afford this fake-ass limo ride. My boss is chewing me out like a stick of orbit, pockets low, looking for dead presidents to fill their appetite. Bulls on parade stampedes into my eardrums, while the suit-sharp gale reminds me of its presence. The same man counts each of his grains while I round up my family of quarters. Let's see. That's $1, $1.25, 75, 2. Where the fuck is this bus? It seems like every time I want this shit to come, it never... Oh, shit, here it comes.
It's about fucking time.
I'm itching to get home.
Yep, I feel that.
So as I feed the meter 10 token tablets of Washington's profile, the several solemn but observant sets of eyes orbit from the standstill portrait of the streets they part through to the gum-stained fluorescent lit walkway where fresh occupants awkwardly gaze at each other's present like, what the fuck you looking at?
Not a damn thing.
It's that don't give a fuck about nothing smell that decorates the ambiance of Mr. Metro that herds me to the back seats quickly. Now my spot, corner of the left side. My feet kick back, cooling out, bumping my iPod, which I have my headphones too. And shit, someone's in my seat. She's pretty cute though. But her mind seems preoccupied. Maybe I'll sit it 2 ahead just to get her to notice me. Here's fine.
He dropped his transfer.
Didn't even notice.
And letting him know I'm not fitting to bother. Yeah, he's kind of fine, so what? Unless he can seduce me by offering his headphones, I'm really not all that intrigued. So I'll just sit here, cross my leg over the other, and play a beat in the back of my mind frame's atmosphere, converting my day's greasy thoughts into cashmere. I don't have time to converse with a dude about my daily grind, or look at the back of his head, fooling myself with the idea he might be wishing he was sitting a seat or 2 behind. So the last thing I'm gonna do is gift him with a smile in the reflection of his window, because to be honest, he probably hasn't glanced at me yet.
She ain't noticed me yet?
Nope.
It's been about a minute and I'm starting to feel crunchier than a Nestle wrapper waiting to be opened on Halloween. She probably thinks I'm one of those
fake ass,
diamond wearing,
swagged out,
Weezy
Drizzy Drake,
Gucci man,
ice cream
tatted up,
on the face.
Got that fire.
Call at me.
Damn, you're fire.
What's your name?
What's your sign?
Walking list of pickup lines. Trying to waste my time convincing me of what he probably just spat to another girl looking fine. A Mac Daddy, top of the line, cocky ass wanted
Whoa. But I'm not.
If it had been a different day, never mind.
Maybe I should look again.
Maybe you should.
Cinnamon silhouette with a sugary, sweet and low smile, she sits in solitude as my curiosity strolls along her oh-so-subtle symptoms of sensuality. Yeah, I know, she fine, right? Her exuberance soars the skies, gifting her a heavenly aura, but her stance is as down to earth, as terra firm as heels digging into the solar system's surface. If she was insecure, I'd be an extra lock, not to fortress her confidence from what's in the world, but just for the sole purpose of being her blanket, just in case if she ever felt cold about herself. They say,
life is like a dice game.
And my reply is simply this. I've been rolling 7s since she slid into my sight and show no signs and signals of stopping yet. The reflection through the screen reveals a young soul tracing the city with chocolate-tatted lenses. Iris is painting and brushing masterpieces to memory, but in reality, I'm just yearning to hear what her thoughts are actually composing.
Maybe, just maybe. I don't care if he's a stranger. He looks like he could be the lust spark fire that combusts when 2 stars make one shooting wish together. He looks like he could be that dangerously delicious, dark, dripping mocha breve that treats every one of your taste buds. And girls, he doesn't even come with the calories. But even if he did, I would soak him up. Knowing if he was the one, I would replenish his every needs and solidify his dreams of what normal people doubt 2 strangers on a bus can be. He has that look like his intuition to satisfy a woman eavesdropped on a how-to to convention.
Damn.
His demeanor teases the shivers blooming at the top of my spine, forcing me to fight off the embossing desires for me to just say, what's good? I've heard
Life is like a dice game.
and my reply is simply this. Snake Eyes wouldn't dare strike a glance at the investment we could gamble on a game, because his game looks like it might not just be the typical Drizzy Drake Weezy F pickup line scheme, but even so, he doesn't know I see this. His eyes haven't introduced themselves to mine, and we haven't created any bliss. It's just him 2 seats up and me 2 seats back, wishing to make this bus ride better with a Kush Pack Keef-covered sticky green sack.
Yep, I feel that.
Got what?
Got we? Nope.
Oh, it needs to be a different day.
What if I move 2 seats back?
If I move my person to the seat next to me.
What if she greets me with a smile?
If I ask, do I tell him my real name?
She has to have a man.
Man, fuck it. He probably has a girl.
But she's had to have noticed me by now. And if she hasn't, the daydream of her gaze etched into mine has swan dived into my conscience, and she can swim for miles through the currents of my fantasies.
Dreams, illusions, desires, eating up the space between us filled with the gravity
of our doubts.
So if he hasn't noticed me yet by now, fine. My stop's the next one. In my cranium, we really had it going. In actuality, shit, I don't even know him. No loss, or is it no gain? My mind is in limbo
between time and anxiety. Confidence burrows deep within the rubble of fear, and as a side note of confession, these rocks are heavier than the pull of peer pressure. Our journey could only do us justice by alleviating those stones and cracking the convo, breaking the barrier, crossing the bridges, swapping sentences, leg lifting from this seat to hers to transform this curiosity to connection. Simply put, just say hi. But both the angelic and devilish bombard with a blend of sweet and spice-filled scenarios, we closing into the heart of the city. And if time could reward me with enough seconds to introduce the letters to my thoughts to hers, maybe we can manifest the magic that allows one's do, re, mi, to fa, sol, la, ti, do. Our vessel pulls us deeper to where many could replicate the scene we could share. And just as I turn to approach my mademoiselle of the moment, my lady of lust.
Excuse me, you dropped this.
And then she proceeded to get off the bus.
If only it had been a different day.
Yeah!